thank you very much. Can I ask the two other speakers to come down? And if we've got a little bit of time, anybody got any questions? Goes right up the back. Give me your money today, guys.
This goes to Dr. Anthony Lee. You mentioned the Iron Age Stratton junction and how it was deliberately buried. Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I'm taking that from the report that was done at the time because I didn't have any direct involvement with it. But I think when it was found, just the context of the discovery led to the suggestion that it was deliberately in a pit rather than just a casual surface loss in the plough soil. I'd need to look into exactly what the reasons, but I think its context within an Iron Age enclosure did lead to some of that as well. But yeah, I can't provide too much additional detail, I'm afraid.
I probably can.
Excellent.
This one came in to us actually initially, that's why I know about it. Was one of the metal detectors we've worked quite closely with. He's got a connection with a farmer who won't let us on the land. But from the location data that he had, it matched up with some crop mark data that we've got. We've never been able to get into it properly, so I don't even know the depths that it was, but it almost certainly was from a feature in the middle of some kind of enclosure. But much more detail than that, we don't know. It's got a big red circle on it. Stephanie keeps colouring it in every time she looks at HER, but we're fairly certain it came from a central pit in a small enclosure that's half eroded into the sea. So.
There was also some slag found.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was also some Bronze Age slag found with it. Any more questions? Oh.
Treasure trove again. You've made me feel quite optimistic. Is there a chance that items sent off to your department 2.5 years ago may soon serve?
2.5 years ago, yes. Because that's very much the point of backlog we are looking at. Sorting out 2019 and 2020 fines are the big priority for us at the minute. We had a SAP at the fines allocation panel meeting just earlier this week where we've had some push through, another one in March. So that's our priority to sort out the pre- and early pandemic material and move forward. So, yeah, hopefully so. This is the optimism that we hope, that the next year will be a really positive one in dealing with these and, as I say, hopefully getting us on a better footing for future, and these sorts of time delays will hopefully be a thing of the past. But yeah.
Have we got any final questions before you have coffee and biscuits?
This is Katie O'Connell. Two things. Two things. There are very nice large stones, and they've all been removed, obviously, because they're building houses on the site. What happens to those stones? They dump them in a hole in the ground. The second question, there's a little statuette on one of your pictures. Can you say anything about that, please?
Yeah. First of all, two of the cones are actually preserved in situ. Cone A and D. First and second. So the two oldest cones, the solid circle ones, are preserved in situ, which is great. The other stones that were, yes, rubbed up. I believe the development has plans to reuse them on the site as part of gardening structures, but you'd have to contact Arts about that. The little statue, I'm sure I didn't show it today, but do you mean from like previous?
It was on one of your slides at the top.
Statuette.
It looked like a statuette. I mean, it was fairly small, but it looked like a statue or a statuette of some sort.
It was this one. It was a little white one.
I didn't get a good look at it.
Okay. We did have a little statuette. I don't know if this is which it was or not. Of a what seemed to be, at first look, seemed to be one of the Magi, so one of the three wise men, which is quite interesting. And again, we haven't started the post deck, but one of our guys did suggest. We thought it was ceramic, but maybe made of solid kind of glass, opaque glass, which is quite interesting. Now, whether it was made there or not, I don't know. But it was found in one of the ancillary workshops in a backfill. But I kind of like the thought that this may belong to one of the workers. Wasn't super cool to be Catholic at the time, so maybe this was like a little Catholic sort of totem. I think this is something people did. They kept in the 18th century and in the early 19th century, kept these little totems on them. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know if that's what you thought.
Thank you.
Okay.